Ski, ski, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We done did it, baby. We are back, baby. We done waited, baby. I'm not gonna lie, these months been flying by. I'm gonna see if I can. I know my mic sometimes be like picking up that grainy shit. I don't know why. I think this is on like the low. Let me know how the. Y'all let me know how the volume is. What I'm gonna do is, because I know my mic be like. I'll try to turn on volume too. I know my mic sometimes be like moving hella greeny, bro. So I'm gonna try to like back it away from me a little bit, so that way like hopefully it doesn't catch too much, because I know it moves like hella greeny sometimes. Ladies and gentlemen, man, damn, am I good? Let me know how this sounds. I'm pulling up the chat right now. Just let me know how it sounds. I didn't even want to wait for my slow ass laptop. I'm pulling up on y'all right now, since we have time for the next game, because obviously the next game is Seattle versus Phoenix. Kalia Copper is out. I think she had a procedure done on her knee. So Kalia Copper not even playing this game. So I think I saw something about, is Alyssa Thomas playing too? I can't remember. But Alyssa Thomas might not be playing either. So Seattle dub, right? Seattle dub. I know I had so many videos to get to y'all. I promise I'm going to get my projected standings. And I'm not even going to change my projected standings either. I'm not going to change my projected standings either, okay? I'm going to get to those. Trust. Don't know why my computer chooses now of all times to update, but it's okay. I'll pull up the chat. I'll let y'all know when I do that. What else was I about to say? I got y'all with the projected standings, awards. Trust me, none of that's being changed. That's all saved in my phone. I'm not touching that, because I don't want to like start shifting the list just because like some opening games have happened. You feel me? Plus, I wasn't gonna change my list anyway, because I feel like this shit gonna play out the way I think it's gonna play out anyway. You feel me? I'm not changing my list. List for standings or awards. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome y'all to the WNBA 2025 season. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. What we're gonna do is what the fuck? We're gonna work our way backwards, okay? So the games today, what just played: Chicago Sky, Indiana Fever, New York Liberty, and Las Vegas Aces. Let's just get into it, dog. Coach Marsh, what the fuck? What are y'all doing, bro? This about to be another W rant. This about to be another live stream rant. Dog, y'all are down 30 points. Put your rooks in the game. They should be in the game any fucking way. I'm trying. Let me not curse. I'm gonna try not to curse. Put your blasted rooks into the game and sit your old ass players. I think it's that simple. You feel like it's that simple. What are you doing? You're down 30. Why is Courtney Vandersloot still on the floor? And I got something for y'all, man. I don't know if I should, you know what I should do? I should have an entire video section of like me reading my IG or my social media comments and like read them as receipts to shit that I said. Cause you know how I always tell y'all, you heard it here first. I'm not saying I'm like predicting everything that's going on, but I am calling the shit before everyone like gets on the wave of calling the same shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm saying this stuff well before people actually start to see it for themselves. When I told y'all know this, my day ones, y'all know this, or if you were just following the channel for the past week, I did say there's probably going to come a point in time for the Chicago Sky when Haley Van Lith might get that starting spot. And I also told Haley Van Lith this. I think I left her a message on social media. I think I said, if I search her page, I'll search like my comments, I'll probably find it, where I said, yo, that starting spot, that's there for the taking. Cause if you think my confidence is in Sloot, dog, I tried to tell y'all Chicago's got. I left a comment. I said, yeah, Vandersloot not doing that. And people tried to tell me, oh yeah, Vandersloot doing more. Yeah, she better. And you know what I said? You know what I said to the comments? I said, for now. And then you know what else I said under that comment? I said, dog, I've been watching Vandersloot for the past 2 years with New York. I know what I'm talking about. I know what the hell I'm looking at. You don't. Oh, Vandersloot is instrumental to the offense. She don't even play offense. She damn near, you know why she was so perfect for New York? Because we did, like, for the past 2 seasons, before we even got Tasha, and we'll get into this, okay? We don't even like the hoop. We're allergic to the hoop. Have you seen the New York Liberty play? This was the most slashing I've seen in so long. Bruh, oh my, yo, we have so many things to cover. We have so many things to cover in this live stream. This is going to be a lit live stream, dog. Hold on, man. Hold on, dog. Hold on, bruh. I'm like, bruh. I play basketball, okay? This is one thing y'all actually have to understand. I play basketball. No, I didn't play basketball at college at a D1 school. No, I've never played professional basketball. Hold on, let me get my water, dog. Let me get my water, because this is gonna be that live stream. I'm not gonna lie, I was eating pizza too. I'm trying to get y'all understand certain things. Can I sound like, come on, hold on. I'm trying to get y'all to understand certain things, even though y'all might not see me right now. Listen. There are certain things in basketball, if you at least play competitively, at least in like varsity, in a varsity setting, college setting. I didn't play college basketball, but I played club, which was basically against some of the actual D1 basketball players. So I know where I am. Even though they're going like 50, 75%, I know I can hang. And even the same players I played against, they can probably attest that I can hang too. You feel me? So I know what the hell I'm looking at. But the thing is, I told y'all my eye different. I'm not your typical women's basketball WNBA fan where I bullshit players, I bullshit coaches. No. I keep it, yes, I have my favorites. Shit, yes, I got my crushes, or not even crush, but you know, I got I got wife. You know what I'm saying? I love supporting my wife. You feel like, yeah. Yeah, I like supporting them things, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I always do, one thing y'all can't say I don't do, is I don't bullshit nobody. I do not bullshit nobody. Y'all might sit here and see me laughing at Sabrina Ionescu, laughing at Courtney Vandersloot, thinking like I got agendas against them or something like that. No, I ain't got no agendas. No, it's never hate. You understand what I'm saying? It's never hate. It's never disrespect. It's just basketball, bro. And as long as we're talking about what's going on within the four lines, that's game. That's all game. That's all game. And let's be real here. That's where I keep it. When I tell y'all that like I'm taking it outside of the lines of the game, I always tell y'all. Like, remember when we were like joking about Arella Guirantes, and I was just like, I don't think Arella Guirantes should wear like colored shorts ever because that shit be poking out. It looked like she pregnant in the back. You feel what I'm talking about? Shit. I mean, speaking of that, I don't want to, you know, thirst trap up this live stream, but did y'all not see Kia Nurse on the free throw line? God, holy. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm not for Kia Nurse starting, but I might change my mind. Oh shit, boy, that like a Canadian athletic Tracy Ellis Ross, boy. Oh my lord, that. Hey, bro, I'm off topic right now, but shit. But this is what I'm trying. This is what I'm trying to say. When I tell y'all it's not within the four lines like we're doing now, if I were to bring something up like that now, I'd be the same where I'd tell y'all like, no, this ain't got shit to do with the game. This got to do with me being thirsty. This got to do with me being thirsty, or me just, you know what I'm saying, eyeing some candy. You feel me? But when it comes to the game, y'all cannot say that I don't keep with everything within the four lines, bro. And it's never on no disrespectful shit. It's never on no hateful shit. And if I dare say 99.9% of the time, or at least all of the time, it's always when it's coming from me, it's always on some player improvement shit. It's always on a player improvement tip. Let's be real, because that's what I feel like my mission is. You all don't understand how much it hurts me watching players like Juju Watkins, Jason Tatum, Ray Burrell last night go down with injuries. Y'all don't. You all will never understand. Like, it physically makes me. It makes me feel really weird. It makes me want to cry, and like I'll try to explain this. Don't think it's on some soft shit. It's just it hurts me because I feel helpless. I feel like I have knowledge that can, and everyone will say, "Oh, Murphy's Law." No, 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 because y'all have to understand. I feel like I have at least an eye or knowledge or education that could keep some of these players from doing this. Not even just injury prevention, but just if you had this in your game, if you understood this about the game, you would never be in that position to get hurt. You feel me? I'm just using the injuries as an example. But if we fix this about your game, you would have never been in a position to get hurt. So when I see shit, like when I see Ray Burrell, you know what I'm saying? What have we always talked about on this channel, bro? Help side defense, no defense. Don't close, never close out to an actual shooter. Close out to space. Y'all seen my scout videos, close out to space. Ray Burrell jumps at a shooter. Niar Sabali today jumping at a shooter. Niar, baby, you are 6'5". Hallelujah. You don't need to fucking jump at nobody. Just put your hand up. We've seen your middle finger. Your middle finger damn near longer than my head. Just put your arm up. You don't have to jump. But we see stuff like that. And then Ray Burrell, she jumps at the shooter, gets hurt. Y'all don't understand how like physically sick that makes me. Because I'm sitting here like I could have helped that. If we, like, I feel like if with my knowledge applied, and maybe some people feel like this in jobs and stuff like that, in different opportunities, whatever. I understand all that, but I truly understand why. Because I feel like with my eye, I know Ray Burrell's game. I've been watching her. I damn near study every player in the WNBA, and that's a fact. And I'm just like, Shorty should have never been in that situation. Just a simple thing like, do not ever jump at a shooter. Close out to space. You close out to space, none of that shit happens. You feel me? So it's like prevention. Everything I talk about is always on some player improvement shit. Whether a player's improving, whether a player's not. And usually I put most of the blame on these coaching staff and player development. Let's be real here. College, I know I'm off on a tangent. I'm not even talking about the WNBA post games. Trust, we're going to get to that. But let's talk about college and some of these professional women's basketball leagues hiring the same players to be director of player development. Why are you hiring a player that didn't even have a bag to be director of player development? Why are you hiring the player that don't even understand what pocket the best shooter on the other team likes to shoot from to be director, video coordinator? Why? There are pros in the W that don't think the game you would think a pro is supposed to think the game. And that goes for the NBA too. That's not just a WNBA thing. But those are the same players you have in roles that are supposed to progress the game. No, you need a different eye in these positions. You feel me? And this actually does tie into all of this. Ty Marsh. I said this at training camp. You got all these vets on the team that ain't done shit in their careers. No offense, but Rachel Banham coming out of college, bucket. Kia Nurse, I told you, Kia Nurse got active. I think injuries hold Kia Nurse's career. I really do. But I already knew this game was going to, I already knew Chicago going shit once I saw Kia Nurse in the starting lineup. Dog, you have Rebecca Allen on the team. Rebecca Allen is a literal 3-and-D player. What are you doing starting Kia Nurse? You heard it here first. What did I say Chicago's lineup should be? Sloot? Or what I thought it would be. Sloot, Ariel Atkins, Becca Allen, Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso. Instead of Becca Allen, it's Kia Nurse. We've watched Kia Nurse for umpteen years now. Kia Nurse is not the same player. Like I always say, this ain't 2020 Kia Nurse we dealing with. This is not 2020 Kia Nurse we dealing with. Why is she starting? You are running Sloot out there working out. Yo, Sloot out there working out. She's out there working out, bruh. Just catching cardio. Down 26. Haley Van Lith sitting on the bench. All this talk about her might not being able to play, being injured, being hurt, and she's just sitting on the bench. Came into the game, shot 100% from the field, made both her buckets. Hell, dare I say, played a better game than Courtney Vandersloot. But y'all the same ones to tell me Courtney Vandersloot is instrumental to the offense. Stupid ass. When I had to tell y'all, hey man, be ready for HVL to probably get a couple of starts this season. If not, take over that starting spot. I know what the hell I'm looking at. Sloot don't make herself an offensive option. There were times when she was on the Liberty and it was 4v5 on the court because Sloot don't look at the basket. First of all, none of the Liberty players are looking at the basket up until now, but Sloot doesn't even make herself an offensive option. Can't shoot. What can't she do well other than pass? And in even that, you're a better passer the more of a threat you are on offense. Caitlin picks up easy dimes, easy assists because she's a threat on offense. You could pull that bit from 40, 30, whatever, and she could run the pick and roll and feed. But let's sign all of these vet players, right? So let's get into Chicago Sky's team structure here. Let's sign all of these vet players to contracts. Yes, some of them are non-veteran protected contracts. So yes, you can cut some of these contracts. Like let's say Kia Nurse. I believe Kia Nurse. What's it called again? I forget what the actual contract name is called, but it's just non-protected veteran contract. Kia Nurse is on that. You can cut that contract and not have to buy out the player, right? But you sign all of these players to contracts. So you're most likely not going to cut them. It's kind of rare that the W they cut players on those contracts. And this is why I never understood. Why not sign these veterans to training camp contracts so you now have more flexibility on which players you want to keep? You know you're not signing back Kennedy Carter. And you think you're going to be okay with that? Damn near the very focal point of your offense, who's actually a great scorer. May not shoot the three ball, fine. She knows how to put the ball in the hoop. You know you're not re-signing her. You have to replace that. Do I like the pickup of Ariel Atkins? Absolutely. Do I like the pickup of Rebecca Allen? Absolutely. Rachel Banham, she's on a protected veteran contract. So unless you're going to buy her out, she there, along with Mariah Jefferson. Why do you have these other vets on? Like, technically, you can cut Sloot. Technically, you can cut Kia Nurse. And damn near you'd probably be saving cap by taking that Kia Nurse contract, cut it in half, and pick up two rookies with a much higher upside. You need someone who can put the ball in the hoop. And you had Arella Girantes at training camp. Cut her. But you think Rachel Banham, Kia Nurse, and Courtney Vandersloot gonna save the fucking day. A lot of y'all don't know what the hell you're doing, and you are in the eye of WNBA storm. You're surfing on this WNBA wave. That was low-key a monologue, bro. Y'all can put me up for an Emmy. Put me up for an Emmy. I'm sorry I can't see the chat right now, but again, 1800 laptop. Put me up for an Emmy for that. Caitlin Clark dropped a triple double. She wasn't even, and I think I liked about Caitlin Clark's performance today. She wasn't really even trying to do too much. She was just hooping. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are probably we're going to now have a Twitter discourse over Caitlin Clark intentionally fouling Angel Reese. Guys, this shit funny. It's not that serious. This is basketball, y'all. It's majority of the time it's not that serious. Angel just doing too much. I guess she frustrated, but she wasn't really like, I can tell she wasn't really frustrated at the foul. She was just doing like that to like say that, oh, she got punked and she didn't do nothing. You feel me? It's kind of like a lose-lose for Angel Reese. But in terms of the foul, guys, y'all got to understand in basketball, sometimes you just do shit just to do it. It's like, I don't know how to explain this, but the best way I can explain this is this. First of all, one, y'all know I always said I be the antagonist on the court. So sometimes I'll push a player out of bounds. Like they're dribbling. I know the ref's about to call a block and foul, even though I'm playing perfect fucking defense. I just push their ass out of bounds. If they get mad if they want to call a tech, they call a tech. But you know what I mean? Like I'm the antagonist, so I'm all for it. I started laughing when Caitlin did that. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you do actions in basketball where it's just because your brain's going like 10 miles a minute where you just like, part of me, I have this theory where it's like about the return of energy. Sometimes you're saving, or it takes less energy to do something stupid than do something smart. That's why you see so many players run and jump at a closeout. Because let me break this down for y'all. It's going to sound crazy, but this is basketball. When you run and jump on a closeout for a couple of seconds, you don't have to worry about working. You're in the air. It's a lot harder to run to space, stop, swim, move your feet, cut off all offensive options than just saying, F it, put my hand up, contest. Oh, if they drive, they drive. It's more work to do the smart thing than it is to just obviously be lackadaisical or just like half-ass it. If that makes sense. You might be saying obviously, but again, closing out to space, technically you're doing less work. Just closing out. It's more energy to actually run and then jump, right? But the thing is, you get some reprieve in that. You don't get any reprieve necessarily in running, stopping, putting on the brakes, and now trying to move with a player. There's no reprieve in that. Even though I believe it takes less energy than running and jumping, you're probably going to have, actually, we should do a scientific study on that. But I believe it's going to take less energy than running and jumping, because jumping is a very strong act. But sometimes it's just that the lackadaisical or like the half-ass shit takes less energy. So I have this theory that when you see players commit intentional fouls and stuff like that, where they're just like, they'll shove a player like after a play, sometimes it has nothing to do with animosity or negativity. It's like releasing this stress. I don't know what it's like, stress, but it's like, let's say you were about to fall. Like you're coming off a pick and roll and for some reason you're about to fall back and you had a teammate behind you push you towards the ball. That save of energy, instead of you just falling back and trying to catch yourself, but having a player literally catch your body weight and then push you back, that save is kind of like what Caitlin Clark, basically the foul Caitlin Clark did to Angel Reese. Sometimes it's just an energy fucking thing. Sometimes you just got to shove the fucking player and just get this. It's weird to explain, but if you play basketball, you know what I'm talking about. It's just like to get this weird stress tension out of you. That's why I always try to explain, like, yo, it's not that serious. It's just basketball. You saw probably Kia Nurse in the game, like, yeah, they were getting into it. Yes, Chicago and Indy were kind of getting into it and somewhat getting chippy. But sometimes that that push is just like, yo, get away from me. Like, get this energy away from me, or like all this aggression I was about to use to friggin' swat the ball down or go up for a block, I'm expelling it just by pushing you away from me. That's the best way I can explain it, okay? I'm not surprised the Indiana Fever, cooked Chicago, but I don't like Chicago. What are we doing? This is not the 2000s. You need to play your rookies. You can't be like Tara Vanderveer now. Like, play your rookies. Excuse me. A lot of these coaches and a lot of these coaching staffs don't understand, bro. Like, this vet shit, the 90s over with, bro. This vet shit is done. The vets are here to mentor, not lead the charge. So that means you have to put the rookies in, let them fail, and be mentored by the vets. The vets are there to somehow right the ship if they can, but you should not be expecting the vets to be balling. You should not be expecting the vets to be hooping. There are some vets that can still hoop, i.e. Dewana Bonner, i.e. Natasha Howard, Brianna. So I don't even know what I've called Brianna Stewart a vet, but you get what I'm saying. Kelsey Mitchell, like, only 28. What's it like? I like Sue Bird too. Sue Bird still was up there when she was up there. You feel me? But this ain't that, bruh. You got to know what team you're on. Sonia Citron over in Washington and Kike Arioffen, they have a young team, and basically that whole rebuilding structure is built for them to just go. But you have to know that's your team. Last year, that was the team. The team was rookies. Go. Fail. Get your reps in. The vets you're bringing in you're not bringing them into Superwoman some shit or Wonder Woman some shit. No, they're into mentor, teach, give some tricks of the trade that the rooks might not be hip to. But at the same time, this is a different type of game than like the NBA or the men's game. The rooks are the ones coming in with the new game, the new level of talent. It's the rooks that can teach y'all some things, which is why Sonia Citron, Kiki Arioffen, that Mystics team was able to squeeze out a W against Atlanta Dream that has one rookie starting in Tahina Paopao, and Tahina Paopao looked great out there, by the way. Don't get down on yourself, Tahina. I hope you saw my comment, but they're able to pull out a dub with two vets on the starting five, Sykes and Steph Dolson, Sugg Sutton, if you want to call her a vet, and be an entire team of seasoned vets that still got it. BG, Brianna Jones, Alicia Gray was smacking that, clipping us last night. Holy hell. And you think you have to know what team you're on, dog. You're not on no team where your vets still got it. I don't even know if they even had it. How do you know your vets even had it like that? Ever. You know what I'm saying? Some of your vets need... Nah. So if you got to know that you're on a team where it's like you're supposed to be just letting the rookies run, man. Let the rookies run, bro. So that's what Ty Marsh over in Chicago has to figure out. I believe he will. And I believe you got to take Kia Nurse out the damn starting lineup and just put in Rebecca Allen, bro. As a Liberty fan, I know Becca. She tough. Put her in the damn starting lineup. Okay? Look what just turned on. Hello, laptop. Hello, moto. Indiana, they're going to be fine. Indiana's going to be fine. Kelsey Mitchell hooping. Kelsey Mitchell picked up right where she left off. Caitlin Clark picked up right where she left off. They're going to be fine. I don't know if they win 30 games this season, but yeah, they'll be fine. I want to go to New York Liberty, even though I think I covered everything in the Chicago game that I wanted to cover. Oh, this is what I meant to say, because again, while we're on that player improvement theme, I need my WNBA players to listen to me. Or if you all follow WNBA players, whatever, you're engaged with them, send them this video. Please clip this, screen record it, send them this video. Y'all gotta stop going for layups off 2 feet. Not every time you're supposed to go off 2 feet for layups. You have to make sure you're adjusting your game to the situation you're in. Because what y'all don't understand is, one, when you're going off 2 feet for layups in situations that don't call for it, you're putting yourself at risk for injury. One, you're putting yourself at risk of just smoking the damn layup. And then you're putting yourself at risk of getting blocked. A lot of y'all are stopping your own momentum because you keep trying to go off 2 feet for layups. The fact that this is a league-wide thing is insane to me. But here we go again. Like, here I am sitting here, not in the women's basketball environment, and there people are, and no one's telling these players this shit. Niara Sabali had a layup attempt today. It was fast break 2v1. Niara Sabali, she don't even be missing layups like that, for real. And she just simple 1-2 go up finish. She basically messes up the footwork, and I think she goes 1-2 right left, and then now she's exploding up to the hoop and just throws the bitch off the glass. One, guys, if your momentum is too strong and you're going towards the hoop this way, you can kill the ball off the glass. So let's say I'm running fast as hell this way, right? And I just don't have time to explode up to the hoop. Kill the ball. You can put backspin on the ball, because what's that going to do? As soon as it hits the glass, what's it going to start doing? Spinning the other way towards the hoop. A lot of y'all are running with momentum going towards the hoop and then putting up the shot with the same forward momentum. The ball is going to glance off the backboard. Y'all can kill the ball on the hoop. But before you even get to that type of level of finesse, you guys are jumping and zooming forward off 2 feet. That is dangerous. And if these player dev coaches on your team aren't going to say this, I will. Y'all have to learn when to jump off 2 feet on layups and when to go. Y'all should be well adept at the footwork before you even catch a ball. So how do NBA players get posters? It's because their footwork, they understand how to delay their catch for the ball before they go up for a slam, right? They know how to delay the catch, or not necessarily delay, but set up their footwork so when they're catching the ball, boom, it's right in stride, exploding to the hoop for the dunk. A lot of the time with WNBA players, it's catch the ball, then try to get the footwork right. Now I'm going off of 2 feet, falling to the ground. Bro, the shit's dangerous. I'm not going to sit here and watch more players get injured, more players get their shit sent to the 15th row because y'all don't know to do your footwork before you catch the ball. If your coaching staff ain't telling you this, you're hearing it from me now. So please, I'm asking y'all, like my viewers, send this, like clip this, send this, get this out there, and because again, it seriously makes me physically sick. I feel helpless sometimes watching these players do certain things where it's just like, bro, it's not even about the game at that point. It's just about protecting themselves. Like players who are playing post defense with both hands up. I got on Niara Sabali about that too. You can't play defense and just put both hands up. All this shit's exposed. You learn that when that center drops their shoulder right into your sternum. A lot of y'all have never felt that, and I hope you don't. Shit feel like a cartoon when that anvil gets dropped on a character, bro. Put your arm down, protect yourself. A lot of this shit is just about protecting yourself before it's even about the skill in the game. You feel me? I'm sorry. I am pulling up the chat right now. I don't want y'all to think I'm like ignoring chat, or I just don't have the video up right now. But I told you I had to get into these games. So let's go ahead now and get into New York Liberty versus Las Vegas Aces, because I think I did cover everything I wanted to cover with Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever. Let me just check to make sure my camera's still good. Okay, not bad. We're only doing 30 minutes, maybe about 30 more. What the hell is it? I'm not like that. Maybe about like 30 more minutes, 20 to 25 more minutes. But I actually am covering like everything I want to talk about. I love doing lives, man. Doing lives is so much easier than videos. I'm not gonna lie. I can like get my thoughts out. I don't have to like worry about editing and shit. Yeah, I like live streams. All right, New York ring ceremony, Las Vegas Aces. Our first game of the day. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Asia Wilson, low key. Asia will. I don't know what the hell going on with the Aces, but I think I do have an explanation. Should I start with the Liberty or I'll just focus on the Aces first? I think I have an explanation. Here's, excuse me. Here's what I think. Here's what I think happened. Becky Hammon got the job, the Las Vegas Aces coaching job, right? What, end of 2021 season, correct? If you remember in that 2021 season, the Aces, they had Bill Laimbeer as the coach. Aces lost to the Phoenix Mercury. Brittany Griner blocked Asia Wilson. I remember that. That was like, that damn near was, they make montages about this for the men all the time. But that moment right there when Asia got blocked, they could do a 30 for 30 on that. For real, for real. Remember when Asia got blocked by Brittany Griner to lose the game? I think it was a game 5 to lose the game against the Mercury, and she stayed on the court and she was emotional. And it just, I can tell, like that shit was just like, oh my goodness. I felt that emotion, right? Remember when she squatted and she had the team around her and shit like that? That was Bill Laimbeer's style of basketball. Bill Laimbeer for years, like in the W, was playing like that 80s, 90s style of basketball, right? So Becky Hammon gets the job. What does Becky Hammon do? First year she's with the Aces. What does she have them do? Shoot threes. Becky Hammon comes from the NBA, comes from the Spurs, right? Being assistant with the Spurs. Comes from the NBA and says, yo, the problem with this team is not that y'all bad or anything. It's just like this style of play. Yo, why are we playing an 80s brand of basketball? No, I'm sorry, Bill. Like, yeah, it still works because the players are good. But why are we playing the 80s brand of basketball? Start jacking threes. Just start shooting shit. We got Kelsey Plum on the floor. We got Jackie Young. We got Chelsea Gray. Who was on that 2022 team? Was that the one with Bay? Shoot threes. 2022. Yeah, 2022. Yeah, that was the one with Bay when they pieced up Connecticut in the finals. Shoot threes. At this time in the league, not too much parity. League still top heavy. Aces, Connecticut Sun, all that good stuff, right? Shoot threes. Won them a championship. All because the Aces and Becky Hammon just modernized their game. So she was able to get a chip just off of the Aces modernizing, I don't even know if that's a word, but modernizing their game, right? Basically just updating their game to the latest version of modern basketball. That's how Becky Hammon gets her first chip with the Aces. The following year, you add Candace freaking Parker, damn near go undefeated in the season. You add Candace Parker. Dog. Low key, damn near cheating. You were kind of bound to win a chip, right? But here you are playing the New York Liberty. Nothing wrong with the New York Liberty, but obviously at that time, like New York, we weren't built yet. We had matchup problems with Chelsea Gray. We really had no one to put on Chelsea Gray because we couldn't. If we put Benijah Laney Hamilton on Chelsea Gray, who guards Jackie Young, who guards Kelsey Plum, we just didn't match up well with the Aces in 2023. So they're able to pop up with another championship in 2023 just because they were basically top heavy. They were the most talented team in the league. And remember, let's think about these years here. It's this season, like I told you, is probably going to be the season with the most parity in a couple of years. But for those couple of years, for that 2020 to 2023, the league was top heavy. It was all about who has the best talent. 2022, they had the best talent, modernized their game. 2023, they clearly had the most talented roster, and they were able to win a chip because of it. 2024, last season when they played the Liberty, who do the Liberty have that nullifies what the Aces usually had as an advantage over the Liberty? Liberty had a wing, one of the best, 44%, 47, no, 47% three-point shooter in Leone Phoebus, a wing that we can now put on Chelsea Gray. So now we can leave Sab on KP and Benaja Laney on Jack Young. Now that matchup, that mismatch that y'all did have, gone, nullified. Where's the coaching? Non-existent. Las Vegas Aces get bounced just because they're easily matched with now. Fast forward to 2025. Becky Hammon has, starting with 2024, there have been no more advantages for Becky Hammon. Becky Hammon has no more advantages. And when she came in 2022, she had the advantage because she had an already great team that if you modernize them, there'd be an unstoppable team. In 2023, you had an OP team that we know was going to be in the finals regardless. Becky Hammon is out of advantages. She doesn't have any more advantages. You see what I'm saying? So now you enter the 2025 season, and this is why I told you I'm surprised they didn't just pick up Queen Egbo, because Kia Stokes is that the 5? Is that your 5? You actually need a 5, bruh. If you can get a 5 that can demand and command attention and double teams like a Jonquel Jones, then Asia is you give Asia the biggest advantage. Asia now has free reign to just terrorize everyone, because now you can't double that big in the paint and you can't double Asia, which is why I said I'm sorry, I just got it. This is why I said I'm confused as to why the Aces aren't going after Brianna Jones. I like Queen Egbo. Don't get me wrong. I feel like that should have been second option as well. But how the hell? First of all, even the GMs, bro. Even the GMs were like, one of the most surprising moves was Brianna Jones to Atlanta. I didn't expect Brianna Jones to go to Atlanta, right? Even the GMs were like, yo, that caught me off guard. So if the GMs, right, are caught off guard by Breezy going to ATL, where were y'all in this mix? ATL don't have a practice facility like y'all do. ATL maybe doesn't have a fan base like y'all do. You can't convince me that a player like Brianna Jones, she doesn't have to be the focal point of an offense or a defense. She can just do her thing because she has mad talent around her. How? That's your key. Your advantage, clear as day, was either you get a wing like Gabby Williams or you get a 5 that can command or demand a lot of the attention that Asia Wilson would usually get. You didn't do that. Brianna Jones was right there. I tried to help y'all, man. I really did. I tried to help y'all. This isn't my first time saying this. I did try to help. But now Becky Hammon is out of advantages. Why is there a bug here? Has that bug been flying above me all this time? I'm about to go kill that bug. Intermission. One thing I hate about the summertime is that motherfucking humidity be attracting them insects. But back on subject. Becky Hammond, you're out of options. And if you aren't careful, you'll be out of time. Coaching time. Playing time. Yeah, so the Aces. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with Asia Wilson having to backpack the hell out of her entire team. But that is the predicament the Aces are currently in. Y'all feel me? So now you have all this talent on your team, yes, but what's talent with no direction? What's talent with no direction? I don't know. I'm just asking. Like I'm literally just throwing it up to y'all. I don't know what talent is without. I don't know what talent is without direction. Oh, the Las Vegas Aces. So here we have Jewel Lloyd, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Asia Wilson, Leah Nye off your bench. Here we have the talent. Ain't no direction. I don't know what people expect. I don't know what people expect the Aces to do. They're not set up in a way to win anymore. They're not set up in a way to win anymore. So Asia Wilson is going to go be great. Yes, she's going to go be great. She's going to be great. She's going to be great at all times, really. But you don't have anything built around her. You really don't. You just have a pool of talent and no direction. That's the predicament of the Aces. Are they still going to be great this season? Absolutely. Kia Stokes is not your answer, bruh. I thought we all knew that. I thought we all knew that, but maybe not. Let me go ahead and get to my liberty. I got the chat up. I got the powder. I got the powder. I got the chat up. It happens a lot in the NBA and WNBA. They don't close out to space. I should low-key trademark that saying, but I think I'll have intellectual rights on it just by like me having these YouTube videos and live streams out. Close out to space is what Hannah Hidalgo does so well. Close out to space. Now you're able to lock off all the offensive options. I hope it's a short-term injury. It looks like ACL. I saw that she commented. She was saying she appreciates everyone's well wishes, but I still have seen no reports over what it is. I think it's ACL, but I haven't seen any reports. Another problem is we only have one point guard. We were paying Mo Jefferson $145 to sit on the bench. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're a Chicago Sky fan, right? Yeah. So yeah, there's that for Chi-Town. I'm done with them. I'll just be laughing at the rest of their performances. You have a point guard. You have Haley Van Lith. But is Coach Marsh going to let her go? Is he going to let her? Is he going to let the Rooks run? Y'all had Arella Garantes right there. She was right there. We had Bantam running point. I thought Bantam running point was only a preseason gimmick, but he actually tried in this game, bro. Like some of these vets, they're cooked, bro. They're cooked. They're just cooked. Clark should have had 15 assists. Oh, yeah. Clark would have had 15 assists. Guess what? If players knew when to not go off 2 feet. Remember that open layup that Wnba absolutely smoked and like no one was. I mean, people were around her, but they weren't contesting or nothing. She just smoked the layup. And I think Lexi Hull got the putback. She's just going off 2 feet. If Wnba just 1-2s, lays the ball up. Yeah, Caitlin should be averaging 12 assists a game. Facts. Teammates still can't catch the ball. That's why KK Timpson. Shout out my girl KK Timpson. Shout out my girl KK Timpson getting her first WNBA points and first WNBA bucket. Shout out my girl KK Timpson. I don't think Maddie got hers, but I want to shout out Haley Van Lith as well. Got her first WNBA bucket. All that. Love to see it. Marsh came from Becky Hammond, who hates playing rookies. Touche. But it's crazy to me that, like, some assistant coaches finally get head coaching gigs and don't put in any of their own, like, don't put their own stamp on things. They just keep following the trend of what they learn. It's like, dog, you're the head coach, try some shit. Obviously, I know that the line you're walking on is kind of skinny, but like, try something, bro. You're the head coach. If anything, you can fill up. Anyway, New York Liberty. Let me just say, hey, let me just say, T Cloud, man. At first, I'm not gonna say at first, but I'm still kind of iffy on it because I'm not sure how it's going to play out. In the short term, it looks great. In the long term, I'm not sure yet. But we all know Tasha Cloud is levels past. Oh my goodness, y'all don't know how refreshing it is to have a player that looks at the hoop when she's trying to attack. Gosh, Tasha Cloud drove to the hoop. We were getting free throws. Guys, y'all know the New York Liberty don't shoot shit for. We don't shoot free throws at all. We were getting free throws because Natasha Cloud was attacking the basket. This is what the Boston Celtics don't understand. The value of the three ball becomes higher the more you attack the hoop. Analytics ain't telling y'all that, is it, Boston? No, they're not. But Tasha Cloud is attacking the fucking hoop, bro. She's slashing. She's getting and one layups, dropping the shoulder. Hey, bro. Say, bro. If T Cloud is going to be a slasher for us this season, remember how I said Benijah Lady Hamilton, I said, like, I think her game might be missed. But if we're replacing Benijah Lady Hamilton scoring and 40% three-point shooting with a slasher, like an intentional slasher, bro, that's a perfect fill-in. That's a perfect replacement. Because there's one thing we don't do much of, and that's slash and attack the hoop. Sab can't do it because Sab can't dribble. We barely get it from anybody else. And really, our best slashers, Marquisha Davis, Niara, Benijah, they're on bench. Benijah's obviously hurt this season. But we don't be attacking the hoop like that. I'm pretty sure 1 or 2 seasons ago, we were 7th in free throw attempts. We don't attack the hoop like that. And now we got Tasha who's slashing her ass off, bro. And like purposefully trying to, bro. Yeah, she had open shots. She missed a couple of them today. But T Cloud, she probably going to go 1 of 5. But if T Cloud is able to go, if she's able to give us 1-3 a game while doing what she does slashing wise, I'll take it. Because keep in mind, the Liberty just blew out the Aces and shot poorly from 3. Once again, Sab can't create her own damn shot. Sab literally thinks every time she drifts left on a pick and roll, she has to shoot the ball. Sab literally doesn't know how to read the big. And I have videos. Guys, I'm asking y'all, send some clips. I probably should send some clips too, but then I'll probably look. I don't know. Just send some clips. Like, clip this shit, screen record it, send it to these players, bro. They need to see this. Like, tag them in on my Instagram page. It's the same as my YouTube page, Hendrix Hoops. Follow me if you want to, but tag them on these video, like, clips. Send these clips to them. Sab still don't know how to read a big in a pick and roll. We're entering a new season with Sab doing the same exact crap, and she wonder why she's shooting 0 of 5, 0 of 6 from 3, because she don't know how to read. It's not even, okay, the dribbling we can work on, but she don't even know how to read the coverages. Right? So here comes Natasha Cloud, bro, who's filling in this gap, this slashing gap that we have had on this team for a minute now. Hell, even when Sloot would slash to the hoop, she would turn and look away to pass. Leonie Phoebus did it today. Open lane to the hoop, kicks it out at the top of the key for Kennedy Burke. Leonie, you 6'3", nah, F that. You 6'4", 6'5". Look at the blow hoop and go dunk on somebody. What you looking at the top of the key for? We don't need you 6'4". I don't care if you can jump or not. Just go. Shit. Either way, Obviously, y'all know I was like kind of iffy. I kind of still am iffy because just in the long term, I'm iffy about the Tasha Cloud trade. But as of right now, in the short term, it looks like it's going to be perfectly fine. Let it all work out. It looked like we are going to be okay. If Tasha Cloud playing like this, she was playing great defense. Our defense looked great. Our offense, hold on, guys. Our offense, we talked about this last season when I told y'all our offense is ass. We could have plenty of options if we just knew how to cut backdoor. What did you see from the Liberty today? I saw backdoor cuts. I saw slip screens. I saw strong pick and rolls with, thanks, shouts out to Niara. I don't know why Sandy got her playing in 11 minutes. She dropped 6.5 rebounds. Why is she not getting more minutes? I don't, bruh. If you're going to have Jonquel Jones close the game, great, cool, whatever. You have a lead. You're nursing a lead. Let Niara get those third quarter minutes. That way JJ is even more fresh in the clutch. You know what I'm saying? More fresh in the fourth quarter. So why would you be giving those minutes to Jonquel Jones anyway? Anyway, moving on. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, our offense. How like I saw Marine running around. Marine wasn't even touching the ball that much, but Marine was running around. We had weak side. We had weak side action. Like purposeful weak side action with Marine curling while I'm freaking blanking while flare screen is being set on the strong side. We had Stewie running her Seattle Storm offense. And she went up to Sab to give a little screen and said, "Nah, I'm going this way for the ball layup." How if we damn near look like the Lynx against the Dallas Wings last night, where Nafisa was just cutting through people. Nafisa was hot knife through butter. She was just through the damn paint, just everywhere. It was like layup, screen, pick and roll, Courtney Williams, layup, just cutting through people. We kind of looked like that today. Stewie had like 6 to 8, no, more like 4 to 6 buckets just off of cuts. Backdoor slip action, look for it, boom. The offense is moving. The offense is moving like the machine should be. When you have all this talent on the Liberty, the one horrible thing, the worst thing to do, like when you have all that talent, is for the ball not to move. When most of your players are a threat on the floor, it's good to have an offense that's just constantly in motion because now you're opening up the creativity for your players. Now they can pick their spots even like, oh, I know this player's gonna try to jam on the screen. Boom, I'm going straight to the hoop for the bucket. You feel me? So our offense, we said this last year, or I said this last year. I said, dog, a backdoor cut would just free up everything. Driving and kicking would free up everything. We had plenty of drive and kick looks. The offense was flowing. Sab still can dribble. You know what I'm saying? Tosh should be taking it to the rack. Jonquel Jones stay catching the ball and pulling it down on the ground and shit. You know what I'm saying? Stewie gonna do Stewie. You feel me? I like the fact that we're dipping into the bench a little bit more. Kennedy Burke had it going. I like it. I give her hell sometimes. I think we should have picked up Esmery Martinez because I like Esmery Martinez's defense more. But Kennedy Burke had it going today. She might be poised for a big season. Yes. Bench mob bringing Niara off to play. Like, we got to give Niara minutes, man. We have to give Niara minutes. She's a tough cover on offense, and she could hold her own on defense. And what I wish Sandy did a little bit more this game was give her those minutes so she can go up against Asia. Yeah, Asia's going to cook. Asia dropped, what, 36 on? No, 31. 31, right? Asia dropped 31 on us. Asia going to cook. So give those reps to Niara. Let her, if she's going to, get cooked. Those are good reps. Those are good reps. You hanging with Asia Wilson, learning Asia Wilson, how to stop Asia Wilson, that will put you in better position when you're playing some of the other great bigs in the league. You feel me? She's going to have to learn to go up against Nafisa, who's a little bit sharper with the footwork and the decision making in the post and off of very little dribbles and movement. You feel me? Or a little less dribbles because she'd be moving around like a shark. So it's like give Niara those minutes so like our posts, our interior is just sealed. But I do believe that Niara is going to get most of those minutes now. She's going to get some of those third quarter minutes. If Coach Sandy is going to want JJ to close, I think Niara will get more of those minutes. So I'm hyped for us. I am hyped for us. I am thinking about doing a game breakdown, even though we won. We played well. Thanks to Natasha Cloud for keeping the game honest. We played well. We look good. That bench unit, that's going to be key for us. That bench unit is really what keeps this team OP. Marine defense, that I don't even know if that shit can be saved. Pointer my way, bro. I can help, but like, golly, Marine. That's not even elementary defense. That's like, bro, you just started playing type defense. Good golly, that's still not getting fixed. But I like what I'm seeing. First day with the Liberty. Sorry, first game opening day was Mystics versus Atlanta. I kind of touched on that as well. Mystics are going to be competing. They're going to be a tough team to get rid of. Dallas Wings, Nafisa Collier, Minnesota Lynx took down Dallas Wings. Dallas Wings is a cluster F. They need to give Paige Beckers the keys. Just give her the keys and build around her and not have her doing this rookie trying to fit in type shit. No, give her the keys the same way Indy gave Caitlin Clark the keys. Okay? And then Sparks versus Valkyries. Valkyries will be lucky to win like 5. Valkyries might be lucky to win 6 games this season. You literally have a team full of bench players, and not even the bench players looking to be stars or having the potential to be stars. You just have a team full of bench players. Kelsey Plum dropped 37 on him. I haven't watched that game yet, so I'm gonna go watch that game and see how Kelsey Plum got off. But it's the Valks, bro. You feel me? That's going to do it for opening day. We got one more game. We have Seattle versus Phoenix, but it looks like Phoenix is all hurt and busted up. Natasha Mack not playing, Kalia Copper not playing. Should be an easy dub for Seattle Storm. That's going to do it for this live stream. I appreciate you all checking in. How long was this? Oh, only about an hour, 2 minutes. I appreciate you commenting, engaging, dropping likes, subscribing, all of that. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm out of here, y'all. Stay safe, stay blessed, take care. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday, all right? Peace.